Championship edition, Ironman Sweden. The Ginger Ninja is here. Katrine Græsbøll Christensen, welcome. Double champion, 2 weeks. Crazy stuff. We're going to talk all about it. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you, Lasse. It's nice to be here again.
It's been a long time coming. They say in elite sport, one thing is to podium. Something completely different is to actually win. Can you actually testify to that now?
Yes. It's a different feeling, and you always want to win. So you can be satisfied by a podium, but you're not really totally satisfied before you win, I think.
Maybe we should go back 2 weeks to 70.3. Was it Krakow in Poland?
Yeah.
And of course, you showed there that you were in really, really good shape, and you are chasing the Ironman Pro Series, of course. So 70.3 races, also the points all counts. So talk me through that race.
Well, this season has not been exactly going as planned. As you said, I was chasing the Pro Series, and it went well in South Africa, where I got a third place. And then afterwards, I was actually I got an injury. So in the spring, I wasn't able to run for a couple of months, and then I went to Isolo Venice to chase some points there. But I knew that the injury wasn't quite good, but I hoped that I could finish the race. But I also took a crash on the bike and broke a part of my shoulder. So yeah, that wasn't really going as planned. And afterwards, I had some months I was struggling with the body, and so the plans changed after I realized that I wasn't going to be able to compete at either Cairns or Lake Placid, and that way I wasn't able to do the 3 Ironmans you should complete if you want to be a part of the top in the Pro Series. So the plans they changed a bit, and I just wanted to see, okay, how can I get back to racing after a long period with injuries and other stuff. So Krakow was just like a starter, like getting the dust off and try to get back to the racing. So yeah, it was just a nice way to gain some confident racing again.
Did the result even surprise yourself a little bit?
Yeah, sort of. I knew I was strong on the bike, but my running hasn't really been consistent since February, and I haven't been running any intensity nearly. So yeah, I wasn't quite sure how that part will go, but I was just happy that I managed to like go out in a good pace and then keep it.
Can I ask you, have you been on this special treadmill? What do you call that one?
LTG.
Have you been training on that one, or I don't know?
Yeah, a bit, but it.
Aqua jogging maybe?
No, actually, I've been on the cross trainer. That was the only thing I could do. I did a bit of LTG, but it didn't really work for me. So actually, the thing that worked was a lot of strength training and mobility training, and that really helped me.
Yeah, because I have to mention now, of course, I've been looking quite carefully through your results, also for Ironman Sweden, and it's hard to tell by that run of yours that you have been struggling so much. So So that must come to a super pleasant surprise to you that actually by doing all this alternative training, you actually managed to build up a quite high level, even
Mm.
even though your run hasn't been consistent.
Yeah. So yeah, I started running like in the start of July, I think. I started like running more than just this half an hour easy run. I started running a bit more, and I didn't really reach like any intensity, um, like really quality sessions yet, but I could feel that I had the grind.
Yeah.
So I thought that maybe I could just like go with the grind on the full distance. I still don't have the like the speed I think you need um for the shorter distance, and also the middle distance if you want to like be really good. But I definitely have uh some like good grind in my legs, and I'm just happy to see that, okay, this is my level, and I know that if everything works out, I can build up uh, my running even more towards corner. So yeah, so that's cool.
I absolutely love it. Let's talk about Kalmar, Sweden. You raced there last year, I believe, second place, right?
Yeah.
You had an quite severe injury in your shoulder. That's pretty hard to tell from your swim because I believe you have a all-time best swim, 55 minutes even. And when you entered this sport, you were closer to 1 hour and 10 even. So you have been able to cut off almost 15 minutes from your swim within 2 to 3 years. So what have you and your coach Christian Högenhau done to improve this in such a short time?
Well, I think that of course consistency and trying to like keep improving and wanting to keep improving. We also have a really great team in Aarhus, and some really great coaches, and I'm sure that part have been good for my like improvement on the swim. I still find it very difficult, but I think most triathletes do. But yeah, also I just love the open water swimming, and that's my thing, I think.
You and your family have moved to a little place called Saxil, which has a super famous beach, actually, very popular for holidays. So do you do you actually jump in your wetsuit and take some long morning swims at the beach of Saxil?
Yes, yeah, I really like open water swimming.
Yeah, yeah,
And actually, my husband also did the Ironman in Kalmar, so we have
great.
been swimming a lot
Did you
together.
manage to beat him like severely, so you
Yes,
still have
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
yes?
I beat him in every three disciplines, so that's
Super important, super
that
important
was
part.
important. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but yeah,
nearly, but he was quite satisfied too, so that was
yeah,
that was good.
it's always good when you do a personal best. But what I find super interesting is actually not that we're going to take it out on somebody personally, but Marlene de Boer from the Netherlands. You guys have been bumping into one another through the past years, and it's very funny to that you can measure your level because you're going up against the same person, and she was actually the person who beat you in Kalmar last year, but this time you came up on top, and maybe that was not in Kalmar, but I believe it was the first time you guys met in Almere, where she ran you down.
Yeah.
But it's like this year you actually turned that around because she was maybe a little bit, actually maybe 4 minutes in front on the bike, but then you just turned the turbo on the run, and you actually managed to win by almost 5 minutes. So that must be a fantastic feeling.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I have huge respect for Malene because I know she's a really consistent athlete, and she will push all the way to the finish line. And as you said, she has just overtaken me just before the finish line
Yeah,
before. So I kind of also think that that made me like push even more at the last part of the race. I didn't really believe that I had won before I like took the tape because I knew that she would keep pushing to the finish line.
never give
So
up.
never underestimate her.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that I was just so much in the zone. I even forgot to zip up my
yeah,
suit, and yeah, I didn't really like took the time to like really enjoy the last couple of meters because I was just so focused on getting to the finish line before her. Yeah, it was nice to win this one.
there's something I'm a little bit envy about the Swedes because they really know how to celebrate their champions. Like you have this big laurels you have around you, like a
I don't
victory
know.
leaf,
Yeah,
like you were Caesar or something like that, a Roman emperor, where yeah you
in a
celebrate
big
your
version.
victory. So in Denmark you just have your average medal, but here it's they're firing on all cylinders, you can say. So that must be yeah, super special to be able to celebrate like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's a amazing event, and Kalmar is just like it's just such a huge party. I
Mm,
met a local who told that was the Kalmar National Day when the
yeah,
Ironman was there, and they kind of celebrated like that. And you could just feel that all the citizens in the city they want to be a part of it. So
yeah,
that's just uh, something very special, I
yeah.
think.
I think they've had an Ironman there for, yeah, 25 years, because they used to be a non-branded race
Mm.
long before Ironman bought the race. So it's always a bit like in Almere, for instance. Yeah, you know these guys. Yeah, it's almost passed on from one generation to the next. So that's super nice to be a part of that, don't you think?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's great, and the hospitality there is just amazing, and yeah,
yeah.
and the atmosphere. And also it's a beautiful city, so I think it's really worth considering to go to Kalmar to race.
Exactly, a cultural center. About the sporting part of it, to be able to call yourself a true, full distance Ironman champion in a well known race against tough competitors. How does that make you feel about the sport and about yourself? If you can put that into words, even.
Well, of course, it gave me a lot of confidence. Also, to see that have I have improved in every discipline. Maybe not the run that much, but not, as I said, I haven't been consistent on the run training, and I still deliver quite decent running. So I'm just happy
Was
to
it?
see that.
We have. Should we look it up here? I think you I managed to run 2:56, which I believe is your maybe second fastest run ever, or something like that. I don't know.
Third, I think.
Third,
Yeah.
but not too shabby. Not too shabby. At least not when you see that this comes on top of and I quote here, 4:31:59 on the bike. So you are actually managing to put together a super balanced race, I would say, where
Mm.
you are on a high level in each discipline. I know, of course, there are fast years and there are slower years, but this comes out to a finishing time of 8 hours and 27 minutes. So
Mm.
you're actually even below 8:30, which people, I would say maybe the golden standard for the top girls nowadays. Below 8:30. Is that even important for you to be able to deliver such a fast time? or the win
Yeah,
maybe is more.
but the win is much more important.
Yeah, yeah.
It's of course it's nice to deliver a fast time, but as you say, the time is dependent on so many things. So and I knew that the wind was definitely harder than last year, so the course wouldn't be faster this year. But I'm just happy to see that yeah, I've improved, and also to like see that I'm able to make a decent run after a hard bike.
Mm.
So that's just yeah, it's really nice, and also to like go out and compete with the great athletes and beat them. That's
Exactly. In a little bit, I think we should talk about what's going to happen for the rest of this season. Also, I believe you will be going for Kona, right?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. But I think we'll have to talk a little bit about how tough the season have been. You mentioned a little bit about injuries, but also there have been going stuff on in your personal life. Your mother passed away, sadly. She was terminal. You knew it was not
Mm.
a huge surprise, but yeah, people who have lost a parent or a close family member know that it's just not only the emotional part. There's also a lot of practical stuff going on. You being able to, delivering your best ever results in the middle of such a stressful emotional time. Can you maybe talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, something I've learned in life is that it's full of ups and downs. It's a roller coaster, and you might as well just embrace every part of it. And yeah, for me, I had some tough months. My mother passing away was just in the end of my like injury, and I allowed myself to like take a break and just um, grieve and take the time I needed to be in the moment, and yeah, and allow myself to get all of this grief and all of the practical stuff
Yeah.
on the other side before I just started to push myself again. And that I also planned to go to Lake Placid, but I could just feel that I wasn't ready for it, neither in my physiological or mentally. So yeah, so I think the reason why I managed to get back this way is that I really allowed myself to take the time I needed before I start pushing too much.
Katrine, you are a super smart person, and you have been studying a PhD, know a lot about the brain. And when you tell me this about you giving yourself the time to grieve, not to do what people will typically do, try to bury themselves in hard training, lots of work, not letting emotions get to them. It sounds like you've done completely the opposite. So is that fully on purpose that you have done it in this way?
Uh, well, yes, when she was announced terminal, I knew that okay, I need to allow myself to. She's been sick for nearly a decade, so I knew that the day was coming, and I knew that I've been like having a long time to try to get used
Mm.
to the thought that she will pass away. And I also she had Alzheimer's, so she was disappearing like for many years. But I knew that when the day came, I knew that I will need to take some time to allow myself to write the final chapter, if you can say it like that.
Mm.
Yeah, so I knew that that was the only right decision
Mm.
to make, and then was the timing, you might say, was actually in some way quite good, because it also allowed me to give my injury even more time to recover uh, before pushing on.
Yeah. But it's just when you look from outside, know how hard this sport is, and then looking, what's going on in your personal life. It's just yeah, super impressive, and I just really wanted to mention, so people understands what you are, yeah, that you are actually dealing with a lot of stuff around these results. Another quick question: are you on part time job wise right now, or full time professional nowadays?
I'm full-time professional. Yeah.
Yeah,
So after after Nice last year, I decided to quit my job at the university, and then try to go full time on the triathlon, because I knew that if I needed if I wanted to like be among the best, then y- you need to allocate all your time into it.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
and I also have a family to be around and take care of. So that was the only right decision for me to be like a whole person.
Yeah, you are a part-time mom instead of full-time
Yes.
athlete and part-time mom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, more or less. But I believe Aarhus University will also be there in 5 or 10 years. So I think it's a smart decision to follow that dream. And of course, we talked about now that you have been improving massively together with your coach. So, what's the plan for being your fittest ever for Kona?
Well, we're just gonna build um, even more. Um, I think he we've worked a lot on the bike, and that have definitely improved. Also to swim, and now it's time to like build more the Ironman pace and the Ironman grind, and some more running speed. Because in Kona you need to to run fast also to be among the best. And of course, the heat preparation is just a very important part of it, and that will start um, preparing for that.
So, are you sitting in sauna for 45 minutes after each swim session, or what's?
Yeah, I think that we will start doing like some weeks where it's on a daily basis. Yeah, but I kind of like the sauna, so
Yeah.
so that's not a problem for me.
If I can ask a little bit more specific about the bike, I've done, Christian, your coach, has
Mm.
been having quite the season himself. Big results, not least the one in Frankfurt. Yeah, I think people who follow the sport know all about that one, and I couldn't help to mention you uh, as well, because I think that was not so long after your big results in South Africa, where it was very obvious that you have improved your bike. Even at that point, I think he mentioned something about doing a lot of big gear work,
Mm.
and also I know that your lactate tolerance is next level. So is it what you have been pushing even more? Can you go a little bit into specifics about your work on the bike?
Yeah, so I've done a lot more intensity, uh, threshold work, and big gear, as you said.
Yeah.
And that have just given me a lot of strength on the bike, and I think that really improved my work. And yeah, so
So slow cadence, stuff like that.
yeah, and a lot of trainer sessions.
Yeah, Kraftausdauer, as they say in
Yes,
German.
yes, yes. Yeah. Yeah, and also a period of longer rides in the winter. I think I also needed that because I haven't been riding a bike for many years. It's also quite new for me. Yeah, I've always used it as transport, but never trained on a bike.
Yeah,
So I have also had some weeks with longer rides, and I think that also improved my endurance on the bike. So a good combination of both, I think.
yeah, and maybe also a little trip to a certain wind tunnel somewhere
Yeah,
in
yeah,
northern Jutland.
yeah. That has also helped on my position, um,
Yeah. So
at least.
I
So
is there anything in particular about that, arrow? Can you talk a little bit about what's going on in a process? Yeah, it can take a few hours to find the you know the best position
yeah, yeah. So I knew that my position wasn't really
on point.
that arrow. I have some really good gear, but and a really nice bike and all of that. But my position wasn't that arrow, and maybe not even that efficient. Um, so that yeah, it's just helped to like slowly get down to a better position, and it has also taken me some time to like get more used to being in the TT position and
Yeah,
more feeling more confident with staying in the position, and that have really improved the last year, I think, too. So
yeah. Also, I don't know. Is it when I hear people talk about them being on the velodrome or being in the wind tunnel, so they bring along 4 or 5 helmets, 4 or 5 pair of shoes. They're going through all the gear. So what was it? Yeah, I don't know. A 3-day process, or did you actually were managing to single down your equipment quite fast?
well, I actually only been there for 1 day, and I'm
Okay,
going there in the start of September
okay.
again
So you are,
to
yeah, okay,
test. So we haven't gone that much into details yet, but I hope
yeah.
we can find some gains before Kona.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you
So
of course you have to be dialed in for your Kona setup for sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
So small steps forward. Keep improving.
yeah,
Yeah. So
absolutely,
that's cool.
absolutely. But you're not going to have a small race before that. It's just only focus on training and getting the Ironman miles in.
Yeah. Actually, I was considering to go to Salam Sea, and I'm also on the start list, but I'm not sure yet if I will be ready for that because that's in just 1.5 week,
Yeah,
and I still feel a bit fatigued. So yeah, maybe I will go to Snoggehuis in Belgium the week after. Yeah, so and then but that's just to like get even more uh, race specific training in and get some racing experience and but the full focus will be on Kona
mm.
for the next weeks. Yeah.
One thing I completely forgot to ask you about, in Sweden, even more accomplished athletes than Malene de Boer, Chelsea Sodaro, former world champion in third. Of course, I don't believe she had her very best day there, but does that give you confidence before Kona that you actually were able to beat a former champion in your preparation?
Yeah, it definitely did. I think I've never raced Kona, but I think it's two very different races. Kalmar was a very lonely race. On the bike, we were kind of alone, everybody, um, all the way, and there was a lot of wind, and it was just like in your own zone. And that's one thing I'm really good at, being in alone and just keep pushing in my own zone. So I think that Kona will be a whole other dynamic and a whole other like other difficulties. So I'm just excited to see how I will manage to do that. But I'm really looking forward for the dynamics and also for the challenge of the heat, and yeah, so
The entire trip to Kona. It's quite, you have a daughter as well, and I believe you won't just take the cheapest hotel you can find. You'll have to find a place you can use for training, and also maybe heat adapting to be there a few weeks in advance, stuff like that. Is it you who do all the planning, or is it a family project?
well, I'm kind of doing the planning, but I will bring them. We were married 4 weeks ago,
Oh,
and this
congratulations!
is actually our honeymoon to
Wow.
to Hawaii, but we will also bring our daughter.
Yeah.
And then we will take a week off afterwards to like see the whole island and yeah, feel the atmosphere. So yeah, and that so we will be there for nearly 3 weeks. So
Is it still
I'm looking
weird to,
forward.
to call one another husband and wife when it's that new, or
Well,
are you kind
actually,
of
we
used to
was
it? Used to it?
we were married 6 years ago, but in secret. So we
Okay,
were
so
just
you
remarried and
okay?
celebrating our wedding.
That's also super
So
popular, right? Hollywood actors always do that, where they remarry, or they renew their vows. How
Hmm.
do you say it?
Yeah. I think it's something like that.
Actually, you could have been waiting and then married in Hawaii. Isn't that what fancy people do?
Yeah, we are not that fancy,
Okay.
but at least we got married on the beach, so it was
Wow.
kind of a Hawaii theme.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
Great. And you
it was quite nice.
your husband, your now husband, is he getting the triathlon bug himself? You said he's done this Ironman, so maybe you actually could start triathlon being your family hobby, not just your project, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know, but he actually was the one starting triathlon,
That's
and he
true.
was the one like getting me into triathlon, and then
You overtook his hobby.
yeah, no, hobby or I don't know, but we did it like together for some years, and he also actually had 1 year as a pro. My first year as a pro, he was also a pro. And then he haven't raced for a couple of years. So yeah, so I guess it was 5 weeks, 4 weeks into Kalmar, he said that it could be nice to do an Ironman again,
Mm.
and I looked at Ironman Sweden, and he was like, "Oh, it's sold out. I can't go." And I was like, I'm gonna write to Ironman Sweden to hear if I can get him a ticket. So yeah, I got him a ticket for Ironman Sweden, and he
Nice.
like started panic training.
4 weeks.
4 weeks in, and yeah, but he won his age group, and
Wow.
he will actually go to Hawaii next year. So I hope I will qualify too.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
But people who listen here, we don't recommend that. We have to mention that your husband is actually a former elite rower, right?
yeah, Yeah.
So you will have to have some kind of base, and of course we know that elite rowers, they are maybe some of the fittest people in the world. So you will have to have that kind of elite past to do stuff like that. We absolutely won't recommend that you
Oh.
you're a couch potato just to jump into a race like that. But I'm so glad to hear. What was his time? Now I'm getting a little bit curious.
I think it was 8 hours and 38 minutes. So
So
11 minutes
when I asked
slower
did
than
you
me.
beat him, it was actually
Yeah,
less
yeah,
than 10
yeah.
minutes.
Hui.
It was a little bit more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. 11 minutes, I think. But
Wow.
4 seconds or something on the bike, and that's the most important thing. So,
But have you I don't know, this interview of course is about you, have but did you have time to look at the splits from Copenhagen going on the next day?
yes, it was really fast.
It was super. We had
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
the fastest male age grouper going 7 hour and 49 minutes.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, these guys were also elite triathletes from a very young age. So it's not
Mm.
just your average, but still, age groupers nowadays, they go sub
That
eight,
was
and
crazy.
so you have to be extremely fast.
Mm. It's really impressive, and then a great race in Copenhagen. Very exciting to follow, I think.
Will your season end in Kona, or do you have a very late race in the back of your mind?
I'm planning to go to Marbella to race 70.3
Oh,
worlds. Yeah, and I guess that will be my last race, but
but when is exactly? Is that in
it's
September, November?
in the start of November.
That's November.
The
Okay,
Yeah,
but
so
in my mind, if you have been training so heavily Ironman specific for Kona, then go back and have to grind up the intensity for 70.3. It's a whole other game. Have you thought about the difference between, you have to go from third to fifth gear, so all of a sudden?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've considered that, but my goal is definitely Kona. So
Yeah,
my bear will be more like
carry on top
and
of
yeah,
Kona. Yeah,
yeah. So it will not be my focus before or after Kona. I'll of course go all in the weeks after Kona after some recovery, but
yeah.
it will not. I will not like make it take space in my mind before Kona is done and dusted. So,
If you
but
should,
I really like the short the speed thing also. So
yeah, yeah,
especially the
you
training.
love to go fast. I'm sorry if I used the wrong word, but I somehow I will keep calling you a rower. I don't. Maybe it's
Mm.
another term actually, but
In
it is
in
kayak,
English,
right?
it's yeah. I'm a paddler.
A paddler, yeah.
Yeah.
In kayak, and I also believe that you guys are yeah, extremely good at tolerating lactate. If you should describe your favorite, would you call yourself an Ironman athlete, or would you like to be able to race both distances, yeah, at almost the same level?
I'll definitely call myself an Ironman athlete.
Okay.
That's where I feel like I feel alive.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy it.
Mm.
The full distance, but of course I would like to also be able to compete on the middle distance because it's just easier to recover from and get some more races in. And it's also very fun distance, I think.
Mm.
And I love racing the middle distance too, but
Yeah.
I would really call myself an Ironman athlete, and that's in my mind. That's what I am. So yeah.
But you're also bloody good at it. You've also got, I don't know if you had that last year, but a manager right now. So that this means that you don't have to use time to call up sponsors and say tell your life story and persuade them to help you. If you want to plug who's on board here in 2025.
Well, it's of course Fusion, which have been with me for the very start. I'm really grateful for that. And of course, Argon and Ceramic Speed, who also been there quite from the start and believed at me early on. And then I have P20,
Oh,
the
sunscreen.
sunscreen.
Yeah.
And that's just really cool sponsor and of course useful. Yes. Yeah. And of course also Citrus Remix, some which is actually my husband and one of his good rowing friends, a company who make rowing seats. They've also been with me for the whole journey. So it's really nice.
Love it.
And of course other, but they are the ones that really have believed in me for some years now, and
Yeah.
that I'm really happy for that.
Fantastic. And of course, when you are on a winning streak, as you have been here for the past weeks, people start to notice. International triathlon media writes about you. Have you been able to see from Instagram requests that people are getting more interested in you as a person and as an athlete?
Yes, yeah, of course. When you take a win, then there will always be more hype uh, around you, and
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And
yeah,
I'm trying to just ride the wave and go
fantastic.
with it.
I promised you that we're going to finish this interview at 12 because you will need to go and swim, and I won't take important time away from your training. We need you to be as sharp as possible for Kona. I would like to say congratulations with your first Ironman win, or wins, should I even say, in the 70.3 and in full distance. Super deserved. Congratulations, Katrine.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. And for all you guys watching, stay tuned.